Here is Social Innovation Insight, where we inspire individuals and drive change. What has been your experience with sex education? What have you learned from it? Sex education involves educating individuals about sexual anatomy, sexual activity, relationships, contraception, and prevention of sexually transmitted infections, STIs, and unwanted pregnancies. It is commonly taught in schools, and comprehensive sex education has been integrated into the national education policies of more than 80 countries, according to UNESCO. However, the effectiveness of sex education programs can vary depending on the country, the specific program, and the program's goals. Some countries fully integrate sex education into the school curriculum and make it mandatory for all students. In contrast, other countries may teach it in a limited or incomplete manner due to cultural or religious values. In the United States, sex education is not federally mandated, leaving it up to individual states and school districts to decide whether or not to teach it. As of 2020, 30 states and the District of Columbia have made sex education a requirement in schools, but the topics covered can vary depending on the state and district. While most programs cover puberty, reproductive anatomy, STIs, birth control, and healthy relationships, the effectiveness of these programs also varies. Studies have found that comprehensive sex education that addresses both abstinence and contraception is more effective at reducing teen pregnancy rates than abstinence-only programs. However, access to sex education in the U.S. can still be limited, with only 22 states mandating medically accurate information. This, along with disparities in access based on factors such as race and income, contributes to the higher rate of teenage pregnancy in the U.S. compared to other developed countries, with a rate of 15.4 births per 1,000 females aged 15 to 19 in 2020. Comparatively, Switzerland has a lower rate of teenage pregnancies, with a teen birth rate of 4 per 1,000 females aged 15 to 19. Switzerland's sex education curriculum is comprehensive and age-appropriate, and schools have their own policies regarding sex education. It covers topics such as anatomy, relationships, contraception, and STIs, and emphasizes values such as respect, responsibility, and communication. Surveys conducted in Switzerland have shown that teenagers who received comprehensive sex education were more likely to use contraception and less likely to engage in risky sexual behaviors, and reported feeling more comfortable talking to their parents and healthcare providers about sexual health. It is important to note that the rate of teenage pregnancy is only one of many factors related to the effectiveness of sex education, which also includes cultural norms, access to reproductive health care, education levels, and community organization support, among others. The effectiveness of sex education can be determined by the level of knowledge and understanding of sexual health and related issues among students, as well as their attitudes and behaviors related to sexual health, beyond the rates of pregnancy and STIs. Sex education is a complex issue, and the outcomes may vary depending on the specific sex education program, cultural context, educator qualifications, socioeconomic status of individuals and communities, and other factors. Despite these challenges, evidence suggests that comprehensive, inclusive, and rights-based programs can have positive outcomes in preventing STIs, unintended pregnancies, and supporting informed decision-making about sexuality. The effectiveness of sex education also depends on the support of the wider community, organizations, and parents. Overall, while progress has been made in terms of the availability of sex education in schools worldwide, there is still a long way to go. Ultimately, investing in sex education is an investment in the health and well-being of future generations, and it is important to continue advocating for better policies and programs to support young people in this area. We are Social Innovation Insight, with a special focus on social problems, innovation and ideas, social business, design, and etc. If you are interested in any of these topics, please subscribe and hit the thumb up. Have a nice day.